is basically what I bring with me. Ow, that was my hair. Hey guys, it's Sarah here. It is now time for my Best of Beauty 2020. I can't believe we're already in 2021. Well, actually, as of the point when I'm filming this video, it's New Year's Eve, so it's like the last day of 2020, but still. For this video, I am gonna be going through all of my favorite new discoveries for beauty in terms of makeup, hair, and skincare. These videos do tend to be a little bit long because it's a lot of products. It's a collection of everything that I discovered and I loved in 2020, and I'm gonna do my best to be quick and succinct, but if you guys have any questions, I will try to let you guys know if there's like a dedicated review on the product where you guys can find out more information. I'll link as many videos as I can, or feel free to leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you have any questions on anything that I talked about, and let me know what some of your favorite products were for 2020. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and let's just go ahead and dive into it, because honestly, I'm on a time crunch myself. I gotta get ready for New Year's Eve, and then I'm actually in the middle of filming 2 other videos, so we're moving, we're gonna move. So I feel like in 2020, I found a lot of really, really great products, and it was a little bit hard to narrow down the ones that I love the most. But just like last year, we're gonna go ahead and categorize this just to make it easier to navigate, and it also helps me to ensure that I am staying on track and I'm mentioning everything that I wanted to mention. So we're gonna start out with hair. The first product were the Dove dry shampoos. The one that I have in my hand is the blue one. This is the Ultra Clean for oily flat hair. This is the Fresh and Revive one. This one's really good. My favorite actually is the green, which I believe is the detox one, but these dry shampoos just work so well. I love to use this on 2nd and 3rd day hair. When you start getting into like 4 or 5 day hair, I need something a little bit more heavy duty, which I will show you here in a second. But if you just need like a quick refresh, these are so good. They're super light, they don't have a ton of buildup, and they really just make your hair look like it's freshly cleaned. Like I said, when I get into the 4th day plus, I do need something a little bit more heavy duty. And for me, what I've been loving is the IGK First Class Charcoal Dry Shampoo. This stuff is seriously the most heavy duty, most effective dry shampoo I've ever used. My hair can seriously be 7 or 8 days old, and this stuff will soak up like all of the grease in my hair and make my hair look appropriate for going out. Like I don't have to throw it up, it still looks good down. This does give a bit of buildup, especially once you start using this on multiple days. You can see like some white flakes at times, so I would say use this sparingly. Only use this if you're gonna go out and you don't have time to wash your hair and it's super dirty. That's where this one really shines. Next up for favorites is one that has been a favorite of mine for years, but I've never really gotten to present it to you guys because I couldn't find it. I got it as a sample like 3 or 4 years ago, and once I ran out of that sample, I couldn't find it. It was very hard to get my hands on, but I found out that my hairdresser actually sells it, so I was able to get a new bottle, and it is just as good as I remember. I currently have it in my hair right now, which when I don't have it tucked behind my ears is looking quite full and voluminous, and it is the Kevin Murphy Anti-Gravity Oil-Free Volumizer. This stuff is so good. If you have flat hair, or even if you have like full hair but you just want it to be a little bit fuller, this stuff is amazing. It's not heavy, you don't feel it in your hair once you dry it. Basically, when your hair is damp, you take a little bit, it smells like lemons, it smells so good, and you just kind of work it through your roots wherever you want a little bit more volume, and then dry your hair as usual, and I promise you, you will see more volume than you had before. It's honestly just like so good. And like I've just curled my hair, but even when it's straight, you can see like my hair doesn't rest flat on my head. It has like a little bit of height to it, and that's literally just from this stuff. Then up next I have a leave-in mask, and it is the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Strength and Moisture Leave-In Mask. This has replaced my previous leave-in conditioner. This stuff is so hydrating and so moisturizing. Whenever I use it, I feel like my ends just look and feel so soft and healthy, and this stuff especially is really good because it's made for damaged hair, and I do bleach my hair, so I love using this because I can feel a difference in it. It's really truly repairing my hair and reversing the damage. Then next I have my ponytail secret weapon, and I'm so sorry, this is like fading. I need to get a new bottle, but this is a finishing hair stick. I got this off of Amazon. I presented it in one of my Amazon videos. I can't remember the name of the company right off the bat, but this stuff is so freaking good. The main ingredient in this is beeswax, which I prefer to using gel because gel and hairspray have a high concentration of alcohol in it, which can dry out your hair. So I like this one because it's much more gentle and it really does slick back your your hair and hold it down if you have flyaways and stuff. I love this for a sleek ponytail or a bun. It's the best finishing stick that I've ever used, and it really holds everything down, which makes my ponytail look super sleek and sophisticated. And then I like to partner that finishing stick with this brush. This is the Amped Up by Cricut. This is their hair teasing brush. So it's got these bristles on the front, which I like to use to smooth down my hair. And then it's got a rat tail on the other end so that you can part your hair straight down the middle. And this combined with that, seriously, is gonna give you the sleekest ponytail of your life. Try it out. I promise you, you will thank me. And then lastly, for hair, you guys knew that this one was coming because I went crazy over the fact that I absolutely love this product and I didn't want to because of how expensive it is. And it is the Jasoo Honey Infused Hair Oil. This one is the small one, and I got this back in like November, and that's how much I've used. So I feel like you can definitely get the small one because the big one is like $87 or something like that. It's so stupid expensive. I mean, this is $46. That's still stupid expensive, but I can justify $46 better than I can $87. But this hair oil is life-changing. Just to put it simply, it will change your life. You have to go try it. I swear to God, you're gonna be all like, I need to own it and I can never be without it. My hair has literally never felt so smooth and soft as it does when I use this hair oil. And I actually already do have pretty soft, smooth hair, even with all of the bleaching, but this stuff, oh my God, my hair has never looked better as when I use this. So if you haven't tried it, you just got to. Take my word for it. If you buy anything in this whole video, and I promise you, anything in this whole video, this is the one. This one right here. As much as I believe in every other product I'm about to mention and that I have already mentioned, this is the one where I'm like, if you try one thing, it's this hair oil. Okay, and now we are moving into skincare. The first product that I have is a mask, and it is the Glam Glow Berry Glow Probiotic Recovery Mask. This stuff is so soothing. I love this when my skin has been going haywire and I feel like I just kind of like need to reset it, but I need something super nourishing that'll just kind of like help with the health of my skin. And this stuff is perfect for that. It's hydrating, it's rescuing, it's just like all of the things. It gives your skin a nice healthy glow. And for the fact that it's Glam Glow, it's actually pretty affordable. Most of their masks are like $60 or something like that, and I think this one's somewhere around 40. Then next is another mask, and if you guys are new to my channel, I am acne prone and I also have oily skin, so I love a good clay mask that's really gonna detoxify my skin and pull all of the impurities out. So I've been loving this one from Innisfree. This is their pore clearing clay mask with super volcanic clusters. I'm a huge fan of the Aztec Indian Healing Clay Mask, but that one just can be time consuming sometimes, and it's also very strong. And this one is a nice alternative when I want a quicker mask because I don't have to mix this one up, and also it doesn't irritate my skin quite as much. I will say though, it doesn't pull out as much as the Aztec one, but this one is a good one if you are just in a rush and you just want a quick mask that will just kind of help super clean and reset your skin. Then the last mask that I want to share with you guys is from The Ordinary, and it is their AHA and BHA Peeling Solution. This is a 10-minute exfoliating facial. So I was really into this one at first because it kind of looks like blood, which I know is like super weird, but I just was very intrigued by the color. But this one is like, I don't want to say it's a mild peeling solution. I would say it's like mild to intermediate peeling solution. You definitely can feel it. Your skin feels very tingly, or if you're very sensitive, it might sting just a little bit while you're using it. But I swear, every single time I use this, the next morning I wake up and my skin just looks so refreshed and so healthy. But like I said, this one is a little bit potent, so I only use this 1 to 2 times a week, and adding this into my skincare routine has just really made a difference. I've just noticed a more constant, consistent glow in my skin lately. Up next is from Supergoop, and it is their glow stick with sunscreen SPF 50. This was my ride or die during the summertime. I used this every single day. I love the glow that it gave my skin, and it actually sat pretty well under makeup. I was always scared that if I applied this before makeup, it would break up my makeup when I tried to put anything on top of it, but it actually didn't because it absorbed into my skin and it just kind of gave me a nice glow through whatever I was wearing. And I like the fact that it is SPF 50, which means that my face is very protected. I am tan, so I don't burn very easily, but I still do want to make sure that I'm taking care of my skin, and this has been the best way for me to make sure that I'm protecting my face. Then next is an under eye cream slash brightener. This is from Pixi. This is the Vitamin C Under Eye Brightener. I'm so sorry, the label is already peeling. I use this literally every single day. But this is basically an under eye cream that has a corrector in it, and I love using this during the daytime, especially if I'm not gonna wear any makeup. This is great under makeup as well. It kind of helps to combat your dark circles, but even on a bare face, you can definitely see a difference when you apply it like one side versus the other. It has a slight orange tint, but once you work it into your skin, you notice that the dark circles on the side that you applied it to don't show up as much. They don't look as deep, and your eye looks a lot brighter, and this has just become something that I absolutely cannot live without anymore. Then next I have a cleansing balm, and I need to get a new one of these. I haven't like replaced it. I tried to go try other cleansing balms and I just don't like them as much. This one really is like the best one, and it is the Versed Day Dissolve Cleansing Balm. This one has vitamin E and eucalyptus oil in it, and it honestly, first off, it smells so freaking good. I barely have anything in there. I'm so sorry, you guys, but this smells freaking wonderful. It smells like a spa, I swear. Oh my god, did I get some on my nose? No, I'm not trying to take my makeup off yet. But I like this one because out of all the cleansing balms that I've used this year, this one hands down takes off my makeup the best, especially when it comes to waterproof mascara. I always use waterproof mascara because my lenses are so straight that waterproof is the only thing that'll hold a curl on my lashes, and most of the time I have a little bit of residue left over, even if I'm using a cleansing balm plus a microfiber towel. But with this one, it took off everything 100%. So if you need a good cleansing balm, go to Target and get yourself this one. Then speaking of lashes, you guys knew I had to include this because this has saved the lash game for me. I actually have lashes now. I'm wearing fake lashes right now because on camera I prefer to, but in like day-to-day or in my vlogs, the lashes you guys see are my lashes, and I'm so proud of them. And that's all thanks to the Grande Lash MD Lash Enhancing Serum. I did a whole dedicated review on this showing 3 months progress. So if you guys have any more questions, definitely check that out. But just know this stuff is so effective. It grew out my lashes so much, and I'm obsessed with them. Every single time I curl them, I can't believe that those are my lashes. Then lastly, well, I don't know if this is really skincare or makeup, so I just put it in between, but I did want to mention the Etude House Tint My Brows Gel. So I got this off of Amazon, and I saw Tara Michelle using it, and I was really impressed by it, and it performs just as well on me as it did on her. So if you guys need to tint your brows, definitely check this stuff out. It is like a pretty thick formula, and it comes with like a wand on it, but I actually don't use the wand. I just take one of my eyebrow brushes and I use that to draw it on, and that works like just fine for me. I have a lot better control over the shape that I'm drawing on. The instructions on this are to leave it on for a couple of hours, but I just do like an hour and a half, and it looks like you have freshly microbladed brows. It's crazy. I would say unless you are very, very warm, to just go for, what is this one? I think that this one is like the cool brown. Yeah, this is the gray brown, because all the other colors that they have a very, very heavily warm undertone, and this is the only one that has a more neutral undertone, but as you wash it off, you can see some warmth. So I suggest to everyone to just use the gray brown because I feel like it's the most neutral of all the colors that they offer. Okay, now we are moving into makeup, and like I mentioned, I'm gonna try to power through this, you guys, because there's so much, okay? So first off, starting off with primer, the Tula Brighten Up Smoothing Primer Gel. My friend Michelle, she's Michelle Elena here on YouTube, check out her channel, but she recommended this one to me, and I love this primer so much. I'm wearing it right now, but it's this like really cool consistency. It's a primer gel. It feels super, super cooling on the face, but I did a video on this one versus the Milk Blur Stick. If you guys want to check that out, that'll be linked down below if you guys have any more questions on this primer. Then next we have a tinted moisturizer, which again should not be a surprise. This thing is like a product that I can no longer live without, and I know everyone else is going crazy over it, and I can tell you guys it's for a very, very good reason. And it is the Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer. I think it was Jaclyn Hill said that if you have oily skin, you shouldn't use this, but as much as I love Jaclyn, she was wrong. I have oily skin and I'm obsessed with this. So I have mine in the shade medium, and I will say that these do seem to run a little bit darker, so just be aware of that. If you're in between colors, go lighter rather than darker on this. But this stuff is so good. One layer gives you a very, very good like natural skin-like kind of a look, but then 2 layers is pretty much a foundation. So if you want to be quick and you just like don't want to wear something that's as heavy as a foundation but still gives you that coverage, this is so good, and I use this pretty much every single day. It's just the best. Then moving on to some actual foundations, the first one that I want to mention is one that I just did a review on, so please refer back to that video. But again, I'm going to go through this one quick. The Il Makiage Woke Up Like This Flawless Finish Foundation. life-changing. I'm wearing it right now. It's so skin-like, it's so beautiful. I'm shook. It's good. It's so good. Check out the review. I love it. Then next, I'm so sorry about the cap in advance. I know that it looks gross, but clearly I use this foundation quite a bit. And it is the Uoma Say What Weightless Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. So this foundation I didn't do a review on, but I have talked about it multiple times. This one is another one that is very, very lightweight, but gives you a super, super flawless finish. And despite me being oily, I love how hydrating this foundation is. I feel like this was definitely the year of foundations and bases for me because I was obsessed with almost every foundation or tinted moisturizer that I tried this year. Like, beauty brands killed the game this year for that. Then next I have a foundation from Juvia's Place, and it is the I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. So this is a very heavy duty foundation. You will feel this on your skin, but when you put it on, it will literally look like the skin you were born with. You will have zero imperfections. It just like gives you the most perfect clean slate. And I love this for when I want to look absolutely 100% flawless. That's what this is good for. I mean, the name is I Am Magic, and it really is magic. It completely transforms your skin and your face, and it looks like you've never picked your skin in your life. Your skin has never been exposed to the elements. It's just like basically a fresh start in a bottle. Okay, then going along with that Juvia's Place foundation, I want to mention the Juvia's Place foundation sticks. The formula on these are so creamy. They blend so well. I actually am using this one right now for my contour, and I'm just so in love with it. This has been my go-to contour stick, and I really want to go back and get this foundation stick in my actual color because, like I said, they're so blendable, but they're also really, really pigmented. So I would love to see how this performs like as my actual full foundation, but as a contour stick, honestly, you can't beat this one. Okay, then clearly I was into cream contours and bronzers this year because another favorite of mine is the cream bronzer by Fenty Beauty. This one is in the color Honey Glaze, and this formula, you guys, just is amazing. It's blendable and it's pigmented without like depositing too much color right away. So you get a very nice natural kind of bronze when you apply this. I personally like to use this with the Tati Beauty Blendiful. I feel like that gives me the best, most natural looking finish because I do prefer to use this when I'm going for a more natural looking face. But besides it being just a good bronzer, what's nice about this cream formula is that it is very hydrating. So it does help to counteract you looking like a little bit too dry or cakey. Then moving on to concealer, I did want to mention one concealer because, surprise, surprise, I actually found a concealer besides Tarte Shape Tape that I like. This has not replaced Tarte Shape Tape, but I use this on days where I'm just doing like an everyday, quick, natural, minimal looking face, and it is the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. So here's what the bottle looks like. There's a lot of product in here. It's like a square bottom, and it seriously is like filled to the brim. But I like this because it has good coverage, but it's very natural, and it also is a little bit hydrating. So instead of like Tarte Shape Tape, where it just totally mattifies your under eye and you look like ridiculously flawless, this one's really good because it hydrates your under eye, so it's good for an everyday look, but it still covers enough that it just kind of makes you look like naturally flawless. Okay, now we are moving on to some palettes, and I have quite a few here. The first one is a face palette, and it is the Beauty Bakery Brownie Bar. This contour color in here is one of the best contour powders I've ever used. I love how blendable it is. I love how deep it is. It's just all around a really, really good contour powder. And then besides that, I really love this color. I can't figure out if it's actually a blush or a bronzer, but I've used it for both and I love it for both. And then this highlighter is really, really beautiful as well. And then for some eyeshadow palettes, the first one is the ColourPop Wild Nothing palette. I did a whole get ready with me using this palette, but basically it's so good. I love pretty much every single color in this palette. It's just a great shade range. Lots of really, really good kind of pinky colors and browns and stuff. This green right here, Seashells, is so stunning. It is one of my favorite eyeshadow colors that I worked with this year. I'm obsessed with it. And then this color right here, Coastline, is the best inner corner highlight that I've ever used. I have it right now on my inner corner and on my brow bone, and I love it. I have a hard time using any other color on those two areas anymore because it's perfect. Then next I have the Natasha Denona Bronze Palette. I mean, what more can I say? I'm obsessed. I did a whole get ready with me, again, using this palette. It's just got all of those really, really good warm brown tones that you want if you are a warm brown tone kind of girl. And then all of these shimmer shades in here just like beam to the heavens. It's just a wonderful palette, and whenever I travel, this is basically what I bring with me. Ow, that was my hair. Oh my god, it actually did rip out hair. thanks. Okay, then next was a product that was, I think, introduced like 2019? But I didn't try it till 2020, I believe. And it is the Tati Beauty palette. This palette is one of the best essentials palettes that I've ever used. If you are new to makeup, this is a wonderful one for you to get started with, just because of like the way that it's arranged. You know, you have like the sequin row, the metallic row, matte, glitter, and then it arranges itself in like the color stories. So if you're just starting to branch out into doing more colorful, fun makeup looks, this is definitely a good one to like play around with because it kind of guides you. But again, I did a whole entire video on this palette, so I will link that down below if you guys want more info. Then getting into like liners and stuff, the first item I wanted to share with you guys, this thing is like basically all gone, but it is the Pixi Endless Silky Eye Pen. I was super into the, I believe it was like the Stila eyeliners, and I was like, these are the best, that'll never change. And then Pixi sent me this one, and I need to go buy another one immediately because this is the best eyeliner I've ever used. It's creamy, it's super pigmented, and it goes on so smooth. It lasts all day. Basically, the only thing that I use pencil eyeliners for is to tightline my eyes, and this is just like the best one that I've used ever. Then getting into some liquid liners, I have two of them. One is very, very new. One I just started using a few months ago, but I honestly can't choose between the two of these. I like them for two different reasons. The first one is the Lauren Conrad Beauty Eyeliner. First off, Lauren Conrad, queen of the cat eye. So you knew she was gonna make a good liquid liner. But this one is super good. She went for a brush liner, which I was really nervous about at first because they tend to break apart, but this one doesn't break apart. And also it's nice and stiff so that you get good control when you're drawing on your wing. The other thing that was really astounding about this eyeliner is that once it dries down, it stays put. I'll usually have an issue where I'll draw on a wing, and then when I go to curl my lashes, some of the liner comes off on the curler. This is the only one that doesn't do it for me. And this also is hands down the blackest liquid liner that I've ever used in my life. Then next is a new one that I just tried, and it's so good I had to share it. Again, from Il Makiage. This time it's their eyeliner pencil. This one is a felt tip, and I love the felt tip on this one because it literally is so easy to draw. I mean, look at that. You can get like the faintest perfect flick with this eyeliner. So I like the structure of this eyeliner a little bit better than the Lauren Conrad one, but the Lauren Conrad one I feel like is deeper and is a little bit more opaque. So actually for my liner today, I'm actually wearing both. I drew on the wing with this liner, then I went over it with this one. Then I did want to mention one eye primer, and it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. I don't really use eye primers unless I'm doing a cut crease. That's the only time I really use it. And this one is perfect for it. Whenever I use it to cut my crease, it just like carves out the best shape. And then when I put like a shimmer or a foil pigment right over it, it holds onto it and it gives it such a good bold base so that that eyeshadow can really be bold and like shine through. Okay, and then believe it or not, you guys, we're on lips and then we're done. So the first thing that I want to mention is lip liner, just like in general. I got back into lip liners this year and I love it. I'm wearing a lip liner right now. Right now I'm currently wearing Soar by MAC, but I got really, really into MAC lip liners. These are classics. I don't have to say much about them. Everyone knows about them. They're a really great formula. They're long lasting, and the color selection that MAC has is iconic. The two that I have here, like I said, one is Soar and then the other is Whirl. Two colors that are a staple for pretty much everybody. Okay, then lastly, I just want to mention a couple of glosses. One of them I can't find, and this is driving me crazy because I think the last time I tried to feature this lip gloss on a video, it disappeared on me. I don't know why. It doesn't want to be on camera. But it is the ColourPop lip oil. It's honestly so good. I have it in the color, I believe, Playa Vista. I would be able to tell you if I could find it, but I digress. The color on it is really good, whether you're wearing it solo or you're wearing it over something. It's like subtle enough that it doesn't disturb any color underneath it, but it has enough color that if you wear it on your own, it still gives you a little bit of something. And it's honestly just like so hydrating. It's not sticky and it's just very, very lightweight. Then the last product and the last lip gloss I want to mention is again from Lauren Conrad, and it is the lip gloss. That's literally the name of it. I have mine in the color Dawn, And this lip gloss formula, you guys, this is my favorite lip gloss formula, hands down. Again, not sticky, very light, and just very hydrating. And just like that lip oil, it has enough color that it gives you a little bit of something if you're wearing it on its own. It has honestly a little bit more color than the lip oil, but this still looks good over just about any other lipstick color out there. And this does come in other colors. There is a clear one, and then I believe that there's like a redder one or something, but this Dawn color is definitely my favorite, and I feel like it's the most versatile. But anyways, you guys, that is gonna be it for my Best of Beauty 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to leave a comment down below, whether you're just saying hi, you have a question, or you want to suggest a product that I should try. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you are not already part of my YouTube family. And I love you guys. I hope that you are having a wonderful 2021 so far, and I will see you guys very soon again in my next one. Bye.